It is known by many names around the world, including Sasquatch, the skunk ape, the Australian yowie, and the yeti, but is more famously known as the elusive Bigfoot. Welcome to the Lair of Darkness, my friends. I'm your host, the Dark Lord, and today I am beginning my discussion surrounding Bigfoot. There are many questions surrounding the creature known as Bigfoot, such as, what is it exactly? Is it a human or an ape? Or even a combination of the two? Will we ever be able to study it in its natural habitat? Also, why is it called Bigfoot and Sasquatch? Some of these questions will be answered during the course of this discussion, and I must inform my audience that they must be prepared to question their own beliefs by the end of this discussion. Let's begin with the history surrounding Bigfoot. The tales of an unidentified wild hairy man living in the wilderness draw back to Native American folklore for centuries. The natives referred to these beings as Siskets, which was an anglicized Salish term for wild hairy man, and eventually evolved into the word Sasquatch by the 1930s. If you're wondering why the natives never attempted to hunt these creatures down, let me respond by saying this. When the natives had children with psychological disorders, such as autism or tics, instead of being cast out by the tribe, they were seen as unique and special, and were therefore worshipped and honored as well due to being believed as being special. Members of several tribes would draw petroglyphs describing what they encountered, and in one of the drawings represents a family of supposed big feet, with the largest one being identified as the hairy man of the group. They would claim to be from 500 to 1,000 years old. The Ojibwe tribe of the Northern Plains believed that Bigfoot was a hairy beast that was sent as a messenger for a man to change his own ways, or else something terrible was bound to occur, but that's just one belief. The term Bigfoot originated in the 1950s when loggers and construction men, among others, discovered massive footprints near their equipment. The footprints were at least 16 inches long and very thick and very deep, and looked half human, and also dug deep into the mud, so therefore they'd be too heavy to be humans. They began calling the culprit Bigfoot, while also suspecting that the culprit that moved a 450-pound oil drum without explanation. And by 1958, after all these incidents with the mysterious creature, finally the term Bigfoot was coined only 1 year before the term cryptozoology, the branch of pseudoscience that would eventually study these creatures, was coined. Some believe that Bigfoot, due to its strong association to human DNA, possibly be the missing link in our evolution from ape to human. Possibly one species of ape took a different direction during its evolving state. Perhaps instead of becoming a Homo Neanderthal, it evolved into something even more stranger. We may never know, and we probably will never know. But keep in mind that not only is 98% of our DNA shared with chimpanzees, but also only 20% of the rainforests of the world have been discovered. Therefore, 80% of our rainforests remain undiscovered. So there may be mosquitoes and other animals big enough to suck a human dry of blood living deep among those rainforests, and may never be discovered. And I might add, that'd be creepy as hell. And I don't want to see spiders big enough to be as big as a tractor in there either, because that would scare the shit out of me. Many people also believe that while the human civilization is expanding. The Bigfoot population is decreasing. Though there is enough wilderness to sustain them for now, eventually there will not be enough wilderness to sustain them in the future. Let me end this by saying, a United States president once told tale of a hunter from Montana who claims to have his campsite attacked by an unidentified wild beast in the 1880s. Can you guess which president that was? The answer will be revealed in part 2 of this discussion, which will be continued. Ciao.